The Nittany Lions will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the Illinois Fighting Illini offense will have the ball first. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. He'll start this drive going to the air. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate through the weather and get it to your target. But just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Burgess. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there.
Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Illinois putting together a really nice drive. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Makes his man miss. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Fighting Illini needing to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On the move. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They've been running it, but down the pass. Hauls it in. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Caught in the backfield. It's Burgess. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country. And the field goal unit is on the field. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. So Penn State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow this tight end, David, but the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. The give to the back. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it up to 45. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Might as well give it to him again. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Buchanan. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. New set of downs after the completion. Sends it back in motion. To the air on first down. Gets it out fast. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Under fire. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. The best way I can think of to describe this cat, he's like a human get-out-of-jail-free card. He'll make it work no matter the circumstance.
And so as a defense, Reese, I mean, you've got to be aware of what this guy is doing at all times. I mean, if he's not just staying in the pocket and he takes off, you've got to have bodies flying to the football and stop worrying about these wide receivers because this guy is dangerous with his legs.
Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. This drive will open from the 15. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's Burgess. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide-out level noise. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Bringing the heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Here comes the heat. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Makes a connection. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on 3rd down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He's got it. First down and more. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking for a gap. It's Finley. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Nittany Lions are on the move. Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. That's one he'd like to have back.
Pressure coming. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. They'll play it safe and try for 3. He slides that just inside the right upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Coming out with it, it's Harris. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. He's looking to throw.
He's never a doubt. He had a 2-yard push in there. Like, he knew exactly where he was on the field, trying to throw the ball down the field, create some space, right, to make it easier for your play caller. Quarterback gets sacked, but thank goodness it wasn't a safety.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Fighting to get it out of the end zone, and I don't think he made it. He did not. It's a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between... Gonna take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. I mean, he's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force feed him in that situation when he's got 2 guys on him.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though...
Trickery and deception, they snap it to the up man. There he goes. And the gamble pays off as they pick up the first down.
They had the exact look they had practiced for and what they wanted. The up man gets the snap directly. He's able to use the speed, get the first down, and the chains are moving.
The Nittany Lions, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. He'll keep it himself. Now the toss. Makes it past the marker. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. The Nittany Lions kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Going for 6. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage. And you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistent.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and goal. Might be calling a hot route. With the run on 1st and goal. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. And the Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. They'll send the back in motion. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. Trying to slam in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the 1st half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the 1st half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse. And this offense needs to start.
Breaks into the open. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes in the 39. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end route.
Rushes on him. Grabs behind the line. It's Burgess. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. 1st play of the drive coming from their own 24. Here's a heat. He'll try to do it himself. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Wants to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Buchanan. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Buchanan. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Intercepted to stop the threat. Got some room to run. He's inside the 40.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Finds his man. It's Harvey. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Makes the grab. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Gonna run it. It's Finley. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Happy Valley has given us a fun first half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Beaver Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Illinois has it teed up, ready to start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line is telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding.
Turning it on! Lowers those pads. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Nittany Lions come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Out of the gun, the inside give. Gets it past the marker. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give them a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to the big tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Snags it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
And that one's way too far for everybody. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Splits the uprights. Good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Fielded in the end zone, it's Townsend. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Single back formation, and they give it to him.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped them in the backfield.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Motion from the wide receiver. And 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Under fire. Using his legs to buy some time. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. He completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
Here's the pressure. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Penn State! And the stomping has commenced.
Great decision by the quarterback, and there's a danger on defense. When you play man coverage against this guy, when you've got DBs and their backs are turned to the QB, if you're not careful, he'll just tuck it and run and take off. And by the time all those DBs and defenders had turned around, it was way too late. He was gone.
As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Fires left. And they can't make the connection.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down. And it did not pay off. This offense has it with really good field position. Give to the running back. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the 4th quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game. Being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're going to run it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. To the air on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Illinois moving it quickly down the field.
That's a first down for the offense.
Looking to throw again. That's reeled in. It's Burgess. Past the 40. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Illinois hoping to pop the cork on this red zone trip. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Firing to the right, complete. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Running back searching for a hole. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground with the back. Breaks into the open. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit them up top. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. The Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Here's the handoff. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking